Hello everyone, it's been a long time we reviewed the book, and so I am here to review this book with you. It is called Perspective, written by Mr. Kwabena Obindakum, who is an entrepreneur. He's a legend in our Ghanaian community. He's working so hard to to create awareness within this generation and the next generation. He's working so hard to prepare us to learn more about our history, to prepare us for our entrepreneurial journey. He's been teaching us to believe in ourselves, to learn about our history, and to unleash our potentials. And so I'm here to review this book, and I'm so glad and happy. I loved it. I really loved it. And so we will start from the introduction, right? But I won't read everything. I'll read only the things that I feel like they are the essential ones, right? Because if I made to be reading everything, we won't finish. And so you can get yourself a copy of the book, and trust me, you will never regret it. And so let's start. So he says, this business journey is lonely and harsh, but with the right knowledge and preparations, things get better if we don't give up. So we obviously we are talking about, oh sorry, I didn't talk about what the book is about. This book is called Perspective, and it is teaching us how to develop the mindset to start and build our own businesses, right? We can't keep working for others the whole of our lives, especially for those of us living in the diaspora. You work 40-45 years to depend on a pension that would never cover up your bills and your cost of living. And so this great man here is teaching us, he's helping us to develop that entrepreneurial mindset, just so we can also build up something for ourselves and for our future generations. And so yeah, that's what we are talking about here. And he says companies are able to do well when they start with vision and have the continuous desire to do things rightly, right? So in every business there must be a vision, right? It could be anything, any kind of vision, any type of vision you have, you can build a business around it. That's what he's teaching us. And he says a business should have a vision and solve problems for society and people. That should be your main goal. The fact that you are putting up a business doesn't mean that you should think only of the money you get from it and the earning part. You must think of helping other people, solving other people's problem, and then the rest will follow. And he says this generation has the best timing and resources to create business opportunities. We have unlimited access to information. The internet is a big leverage. There are opportunities in construction, fashion, retail, agriculture, education, entertainment, sports, oil, gas, finance, media, and a whole lot of things that we can explore. They need to develop the right mindset, the business skills, and the network is essential and critical if you want to start your own business, right? So if you want to start your own business, the first thing you have to do is work on your mindset, right? Learn to be positive, learn to turn every obstacle in an opportunity, see the good in every bad situation. And then obviously you also need to learn to network, to team up with people, to learn from people, to also teach and inspire people. That's what he's telling us. We need to have conviction, confidence, and courage to start and build in a growing but an unpredictable economy. So for you to be able to do all this, you need to be confident, right? And for you to be confident, what must you do? You must work on yourself. You must work on your mindset. it takes a lot of time and it's a lot of work, but trust me, if you do this, you are doing yourself a favor. You are going to be so proud of yourself. I have been on a journey for a year and a half now, and trust me, I could never be prouder of myself. Like, seriously, it is so rewarding. And so it doesn't matter how scary it may be, but you have to believe in yourself. You have to be confident enough to say, I can do this. I must do this. Having that can-do spirit is everything. He says the level of pessimism that people show towards enterprise and business needs a reorientation. Don't expect family and friends to agree with you when you start. It is even more discouraging for those with so-called degrees. Family and friends will not pride themselves in your endeavor. Rather, you will be expected to get a job in multinational companies, get married, and start a family. You will be compared with colleagues who are employed. Entrepreneurship to them is not for those who have gone to school, and you are in it mainly because you cannot find any job. So unfortunately, that is the mentality of our people, right? But it's not only the mentality, an African or a black mentality. It's also something that the whites also do, because when you go to school, no one would teach you about financial independency, or no one will give you financial education. All they teach you is to, go to school, get good grades, get a good job, and then maybe you get yourself a beautiful house, and then you get married, you have kids, and that is for them the right thing to do. And if you follow that teachings, then you'll be in a rat race, right, where you keep going and going in the same circle and nothing changes, right? And so for many of us, when we start businesses, our own friends, our own people mock us. They look at us like, you are not even in your right mindset, right? Or maybe you are not in your right senses. What are you doing? You are just wasting time and stuff like that. And so that is why you need to build a right mindset. That is why you need to be confident enough in yourself and in your vision to say, whatever you say, I don't care. It doesn't even bother me. And one thing I would recommend for every entrepreneur is to get yourself a community, get yourself a mastermind group where you exchange ideas, where you learn from people, where you encourage each other. Because if you are by yourself, it gets tougher and tougher every time, and maybe you may even quit, right? But when you are with the right people who have the same vision as yourself, it's not easy for you to to quit or to doubt yourself. Maybe you have those days where you doubt yourself and you feel like, oh, it's difficult, today maybe I don't feel like doing this. But then you get your people, you get your community, you get your tribe who will come for you, who will pull up for you and say, you know what, we know you are not in the right mood for today, but your business doesn't care about your mood, right? Your business doesn't care about how you feel. Your business is your business, and you have to pull up for it. So get dressed, let's go, right? That is why having a community is really important as an entrepreneur. Okay, he also says business has not been part of the educated populace because the educational system has not been structured to produce innovators and creators of industries who embrace the idea of learning to build anything after school. And as I said, even within the whites, this happens. So we shouldn't think that we are blacks and we are the stupid ones or the dumb ones that can't even get this, because trust me, there are lots of whites who are living worse than many blacks many of us blacks living within them. So this is not a black thing. This is I think the whole world thing. But we must learn. We must be willing to learn, and we must be willing to get out of our comfort zone, and we must get uncomfortable to create that comfortable life that we desire. Yeah, that's what this book is about. So he says solving problems is what business is all about. And so when we doubt our abilities to solve our problems, we will not have many entrepreneurs or a supporting ecosystem that can develop many business people. We have not been trained to solve the problems of our environment because there is no sense of pride of our heritage when it has to do with building businesses. The lack of sense of history in our education is partly responsible for this. So, since in our schools we are not being taught about our history, we have to take it upon ourselves to go and learn for ourselves, for our own better future, for especially for those of us who have young kids, right? You learn and then you pass it on to them so that they will really know who they are and they will feel proud to be Africans. Teaching history to engineers, doctors, teachers, etc. gives them a better perspective about the problems and make them patriotic enough to look for solutions. Education is of little or no use if we can't solve our immediate problems. And that's very true. When people are exposed to their greatness in history, they become proud and bold, right? Because when you go back to learn your history and you realize that you are not who you have always thought you were, or you are not who people think or label you to be, like, you get so confident in yourself, and people will start saying, oh, that person has become arrogant. But who cares? The fact that you know who you are and you are good with yourself is the only thing that must matter, right? Whatever other people say shouldn't even count, right? And so we must all go back to learn our history. We must get ourselves books, and we must do this for ourselves, by ourselves, because no one is coming to do it for you, right? So you do it for yourself and you do it for your future generation, just so you build like those confident and intelligent children, right? So your children wouldn't be self-sabotaging themselves because they don't even know what they are doing or who they are or where they come from. So we must do this not just for us, but for the future generations, to create awareness and to create a healthy environment for our future generations. All right, they teach our weak moments and leave the great ones. This has made us question our capabilities as a people. This causes us to believe we are incapable of handling our own problems. And this is so true. I remember when I was a child and I was going to school, all they taught us in school here in Italy, of course, was that our grandparents, our ancestors were so stupid that they exchanged their own people for maybe mirrors and for stuff like that, right? And obviously we believed it. And I remember growing up, I felt like, like, but then you grow up, and when you start to dive into certain things, you remain like, hey, and because for them to even invent all these things means that right? And so that is why we must take it upon ourselves to to dive into our own history and discover for ourselves who we were and who we are and who we can be, right? Because if they came and then they decided to conquer us and to brainwash us and to do whatever they wanted to do with us, it is because we had something that scared them, right? It is because we had something that they could never and ever withstand, and so they had to do something to creep us down. And this is the time that we must also decide that we want to get out of that bondage, right? And that is why internet is here. You can go on YouTube and find a lot of things, learn many things. And so you see, even if you are not a book lover like myself, just go to YouTube. You'll find lots of informations that can change your life and that can also change your perspective, right? So he says, the solution lies in the knowledge of who we are, our talents and passions, our purpose and willingness to stay with our dreams to see them realized. We can repair and amend this image of a needy people at the individual level, since government or society as a whole may not be able to do this in our lifetime. We will not be in the position to develop entrepreneurs who are skilled in leadership and character when we have not developed people to be courageous, well-informed, and confident, right? And so you see, this is why we must go back and learn, because I always say that our parents, they can't do nothing else. But we, this generation, that we the Gen Z, right? We are the Gen Zs, and our children, the Gen Alphas, we have to prepare them for a better future, just so they wouldn't be in the same rat race where they would be bullied, where they wouldn't even know who they are, and stuff like that. So starting a business that not just happen. Our experiences pattern us on the path of entrepreneurship or employment. The path of the entrepreneur can be chaotic. Developing the idea, forming the team, providing the leadership, staying peaceful and strategic when things don't work out as initially planned, and sourcing for funds are all needful. We need to help people with so little to start to dare to think differently and independently. Business could be their best option. We have to see problems as opportunities and not run from them. We have to learn how to develop the ability to build and lead a team. We also have to understand that building a business is not the quickest way to get money, but the surest way to create long-term wealth. Constant learning will eventually pay off in our bid to creating jobs and solving problems if we don't give up. Your perspective is your reality. And so this is all about the introduction. So first we must work on our mindset so we can develop confidence, self-independence, self-love, self-care, and then we must learn about our history, right? We must learn about our history to know where we come from, where we came from, where we are right now, where we can go, and how we can create long-term wealth and generational wealth. So that is all for this the introduction, right? So the next time, tomorrow, we will be diving into the first chapter, that is the perspective. That is chapter 1, and then we will be reviewing until the end of the book. And so thank you for passing through. Kindly share this video with your loved ones and your friends and your family, just so we can all learn and we can all start creating businesses that can solve other people's problems, and then we can also create generational wealth for our future generations. So until we meet tomorrow, take care, be safe, have a blessed day. Bye bye.